If you've ever found yourself lying awake, replaying the whole day in your mind and feeling overwhelmed, then an evening journaling routine can be an absolute game changer. Welcome to Journal 101. My name's Neha. I'm a mindfulness and journal expert and coach. And on my channel, I like to help guide you through different ways to use journaling to help keep you balanced, calm, relaxed, and reconnected with yourself. In today's video, we're going to be talking about evening routines. Last week, I talked about morning routines, so I will link up the morning routine video below just in case you missed it. And while morning routines are great for setting up your day, an evening routine is perfect for helping you get that restful sleep at night, as well as unwinding and reflecting on your day in a positive way and preparing your mind and body for the night to come and the next morning. So stick around with me today and I will guide you through a mindful evening routine through journaling that will help relax and calm and reconnect you. By the way, before I forget, if you're new to my channel, do hit the subscribe button if you like what you hear so you can be alerted about this video. Do give me the thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you try these, because I'm always keen to know what you try. I do run a free Facebook group that goes into journaling, a lot more details, in-depth training every single week. So if you want to be involved in that, again, I will put the link in the comments below. So let's get started. Step 1. Set the scene. Similar to a morning routine, the atmosphere, the environment that you're in makes a massive difference. So create a calming environment. That is key. Find a quiet spot in your house. Again, it could be the same places where you do your morning routine. If you do have do your morning routine, then it could be exactly the same place. But just have somewhere where you can dim the light so it's not got a bright light over your face. And then maybe somewhere where you can light a candle and get a dim light going through, or just a dim little night light. You could use a diffuser, you could use candles, essential oils, any sort of that stuff, again, to get the environment and all your senses working. So your sight, your smell, just the way you feel. If you want, you can have a cup of cocoa, a cup of hot chocolate, a cup of coffee, whatever it is you want to drink, or just a nice glass of wine, a nice soft drink, anything that just helps also elaborate the taste in your mouth, so your taste sense, and just calms you down. Of course, you have a journal and a pen at hand as well. It helps send little signals to your brain that you're about to start your evening ritual, your evening routine to calm down. So it helps your brain understand that it is time to calm down. Of course, if you're a busy mum, then try and make this routine part of your me time. So after the kids have gone to bed, just so you're not you are uninterrupted, and of course so that you can just unwind. So the first thing you want to do is practice a bit of gratitude. Write down 1, 2, 3 things that have happened today and that you are extremely grateful for. So found a parking spot right outside your work, missed the traffic, whatever it is, anything. Just they could be really, really small, or they could be major things. But whatever it is, just think about it and try and think of 1, 2, or 3. Don't think of too many, because then you're just spending more time doing your gratitude, and then it just becomes a numbers game. And we're not trying to play a numbers game here. We want to actually think and trigger our mind and our emotions to relaxing and being happy about the things that have happened during the day. But remember, gratitude journal isn't just about positivity. It really helps shift your mind away from the stress, away from the hustle and bustle of the day-to-day lives that we're in. If you're a parent, then obviously the hustle and bustle of when you're with your kids, the busy environment that you're in, and it shifts your mind to focus on the good things in your life, boost your mood. So a simple thing like, what made me smile today? Simple journal like that, journal prompt like that works well. Step 3 is an emotional check-in. So you want to take a moment and just check in with yourself. Do some breathing, just close your eyes or keep them open. Just take a few deep breaths where you're just focusing on your breath, coming in and going out. So all you got to do 2 or 3 times just helps relax you a little, calm you down, clear your mind, and just check in with yourself. How am I really feeling right now? How do I feel about today? You can write down any worries that you've had, any nagging issues that are in the back of your mind or somewhere in your bones and body, something telling you that something isn't right, something doesn't feel perfect, doesn't feel good. It can be a lingering thought, but use this as a time to note down these things. Think of your journal as a very safe place for you to be able to write this mental clutter that is in your mind and just write it out. Because writing it out really helps release it from our mind to obviously then help us sleep better. It's a bit like when you're talking things through with someone. Sometimes just getting it off your chest, it's a bit like that, but obviously you're doing it in your journal. Which means it can be unfiltered, completely unfiltered, and you could write whatever you're feeling, but check in with yourself. Don't just write like, yeah, today was okay, but just see, how do I feel today? What emotions are going through my mind or through my body? What is happening today? How do I feel? And remember, it's not about, oh, today was an excellent day, I got a promotion, this happened, that happened, but we're looking at how we're actually feeling. Like, as great as a promotion sounds, sometimes it's not always really what we want. A promotion's great, more money, more work, more stress. So how are we actually feeling about that situation? Of course, people don't get a promotion every single day, but that's kind of like an example. Check in with yourself emotionally and just see how you feel and write it down, kind of like brain dump it. Another journal prompt you could use is, what is the one thing I need to release to help me sleep better tonight? And that way you can think about what it is, because sometimes we don't realize what is actually nagging in our mind until we try to then go to sleep, and then we're tossing and turning and thoughts are going through our head and we're like, oh yeah, this is what happened, and then this happened, then that happened, why did this happen? So if we can write that down, just because you're checking in with yourself, you can write it down, and it doesn't matter if the conversation in your journal doesn't flow. You could jump from topic to topic to topic, just write anything that comes into your mind, bullet point bits rather than, full sentences, if that's easier. But that's what's going to help you fall asleep at night without racing thoughts going through your mind. Now, step 4 is for you to reflect on your day and ask yourself, what went well and what can I improve? Now, this is one thing I say quite a lot. What went well doesn't always mean I completed all my projects or I completed all my to-do lists. I got a pay rise, or I saved X amount of money, or I got a gold star, or anything like that. Sometimes for some of us, just getting through first thing on our to-do list can be an achievement. Sometimes just getting halfway through the day without needing a cup of coffee or needing a glass of wine can be an achievement. So don't think that when I say what went well, it has to be great achievements. It could be absolutely anything that you, in your heart, think went well for you today. And then obviously what you can improve on. There's always things we can improve on in a day. Sometimes we could have handled a conversation differently. Sometimes we could have maybe dealt with the children a little bit better, or answered back to someone in a different tone, or we could have questioned something our boss said, anything. Obviously, don't judge yourself when you're writing these down. Just observe. That's all you've got to do. This step is supposed to help you learn and grow so that tomorrow you're not carrying that same guilt with you and feeling like, oh, I need to do it better. It's a form of negativity that you don't need to carry with you tomorrow. You bring it into today. This is what I could have improved on, and you're done. It's released, it's out there. Day's over, new day tomorrow. If that makes sense. You don't want to have to be carrying this on to tomorrow and the day after and the day after, because it just gets heavier and heavier and heavier. Of course, you could always use a journal prompt like, what's the one thing I'm proud of today? Because that also helps as well. If something didn't go, if there wasn't anything you could think of that went well, there might be something that you're proud of though. And that can be something simple like, I kept it together today. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are. They're always worth celebrating. So use this chance to celebrate your wins. Give yourself a pat on the back. Say well done to yourself for your small and big wins. It can be something simple like making sure you've drank enough water, or it can be handling a tough situation with patience. It can be absolutely anything, but make sure you celebrate those wins. And then step 5 is affirmation and intention. So you want to end your journal with a positive affirmation and an intention for the next day. So it could be anything like, I am at peace with myself for everything that has happened today, or tomorrow is a new day for me to grow. Anything like that. You could use things like that, or it can be, today went the best it could. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow I shall thrive and grow more. Anything like that. And then set your intention, obviously, for tomorrow as well. This isn't a to-do list, but your intention of how you're going to feel, how you're going to be emotionally and physically in that day tomorrow. That's the best way for you to end your journal for the day. It ends on a positive note and a relaxed note, rather than, oh, I've got to do this, and this. These form of affirmations can help you slip into a more calm, relaxed, and purposeful self, which then means the rest of the evening's a bit more relaxed. And then when you do go to sleep, you're more calm and you don't have all these things weighing on your shoulders. So, 5 simple steps for your evening routine. As I said, it's best to do these when you've got some me time, when you know you're not going to be disturbed, so you can do that whole thing in one go. 5-10 minutes, again, absolute max. You can do just the morning routine or just the evening routine, or you could do both. If you're a beginner, then maybe do one for a couple of days or a week or two, and then do the other, and then do them both. But it's entirely up to you how you do that. Do let me know in the comments what you try. I will also, like I said, I will put a link of the morning routine for you so you can see that as well. Remember, these practices are about you. Tailor them to your needs, to what feels right for you. And don't worry if it's not perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. I've got many, many years of practicing these, and sometimes I just look at it and I'm like, what am I doing? So don't worry, just be consistent as much as you can, because that's what matters. Consistency really, really helps. Remember, 21 days is what it takes to build a habit. So let me know in the comments, obviously, which ones you try. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you get notified when I put out a new video. I do try and do these weekly. Give me a thumbs up if you've liked what you've seen. Do follow me on social media. I'll put my social media links below. And until next time, happy journaling.